Today I am not going to share a story or history, but I am going to talk about the 5 most economic countries in Africa. Watch the call and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Africa has become home to some of the fastest growing economies in the world, spurred on by improving infrastructure, greater political stability, and flourishing exports in various global sectors. This growth has caused Africa to become a new frontier, in many senses, for industries around the world, attracting foreign direct investment and a greater penetration of international companies setting up shop on African soil. In this comprehensive review from Foxbroker.ing, we take a closer look at the 5 biggest economies in Africa and their new position on the world economic stage. 1. Nigeria. In recent times, you may have come across speeches or publications that referred to Nigeria as Africa's largest economy. That's mainly due to the country's enormous GDP. In 2021, Nigeria recorded Africa's largest GDP at $514.05 billion. Nigeria's first spot is partly due to its fast increasing financial industry, which expanded from 1% of GDP in 2001 to 10% in 2018, and its position as one of the world's leading oil exporters. Lagos, Africa's second largest metropolis, and one of the world's most populous, is expected to contribute to Nigeria's growth in the years to come, despite the rising gap between the city's high and lower class residents. Egypt. This North African country has the second largest gross domestic product, GDP, in Africa, with a GDP of $394.28 billion. It has the largest GDP in North Africa, and is one of just 3 countries from the region to make it into the top 10 countries in the world. 3. South Africa. With a gross domestic product, GDP, of $329.53 billion, this country in Southern Africa ranks 3rd on this list. South Africa is one of only 2 countries from Southern Africa to make the cut, and it is also the most populous. Compared to other African economies, the economy of South Africa is the most industrialized, technologically advanced, and diverse economy. A middle-income economy, South Africa is one of only 8 such countries in Africa. 4. Algeria. Here we have the second country from Northern Africa to make the cut for the top 5. Algeria has a gross domestic product, GDP, of $151.56 billion, making it the 4th largest in Africa. Algeria's economy is heavily reliant on the export of hydrocarbons, which accounts for approximately 30% of the country's gross domestic product, GDP, and 60% of its budget income. 5. Morocco. Morocco has the 5th highest GDP size in Africa at $124 billion. Industry and mining account for around 1/3 of the country's annual gross domestic product, GDP. Morocco is the world's 3rd largest producer of phosphates, after the United States and China, and fluctuations in the price of phosphates on the international market have a significant impact on the country's economic development. Bye guys, make sure you have subscribed. Thanks.